All right, y'all. Welcome back to Commission Reviews, the queen of reality TV. And we are talking about Beast games. Okay, first of all, the pink team won with the hang chain challenge. That's important. It was a cliffhanger from the last episode. But anyway, they got it. They good, whatever. I'm trying to, why is this up here like that? Okay, well, that looks a little bit better. Is it on the way? So let me put my notes out because it's a lot with Akira. Okay. I'm literally feeling like Akira is undercover. And what I mean by that is if you watch reality TV as long as I have, when you have people that you see that could be undercover, like a bomb that you didn't know that was there that could explode at any time, Akira is that one. This Akira has probably have been hidden. I'm gonna say I feel like that when Akira took out the brothers, that did something to Akira. He would never say that, I don't know. Boosted everything for him. That changed the game, that changed everything. I got this. Whether people admit it or not, and it doesn't matter who it is. If you win something or win over other people, power comes with that. You feel you have power, whether you admit that or not. You feel that you have some kind of power. And I feel like 539 Akira. And when I say these things and I talk about these shows and I, describe or tell what's going on, it shouldn't be taken as a dig. It should not be. It should be taken as me just talking about what I see, which is why I'm not even on my streaming page because I really want to be on my notes so I really can talk about this. I have this picture up here. So let me. So my notes I put 5 through 9 shows. It feel like once he got rid of the brothers, I feel like he felt entitled. That because he got rid of the brothers, he was entitled. And I want to just break down some things. Okay. I really don't feel like that he came in there with that type of personality. I think he always had that personality. Akira came in with the smoke screen. Hey, I'm the good guy. You know what I'm saying? But when it came down to decisions, and honestly, I'm not even gonna say this in a really bad way. If you have a decision to make that affects you, you're going to choose you every time. So I'm not saying self preservation, all that is a bad thing. I want to make sure I put this out there. But that's what Akira was doing. And to me, all I say is own it. Don't be like, hey, I'm the good guy. I'm just trying to. Well, he kind of did own it. He was like, I'm here to make sure people that I'm cool with, that I love, is gonna make it, aka his bestie. Um, period. Okay. So the reason why I have this picture up here is because I want to break down and talk about it. Now, I know that people in the world are going to be like, ooh, why is it a race thing? Okay. And I try not to, I'm gonna be honest, I try not to make things race, and I'm black. I don't like to go that avenue unless I have to. So I think sometimes things could be I'm a woman. Maybe because I have short hair. There could be a lot of different things. There's so many things people could just go against, So I don't always assume that because I'm black. I'm just gonna be honest. So to me, with this topic, I was looking at it like, okay, I watched the clip more than once. The reason why, Mia made the statement that she made, and here go the face with the face that we do with the finger to the side, like Martin, like, would you, man, please, y'all on some BS. It's because black women, this is a historical fact, that we are always last, especially dark skinned black women. Chosen last. If there is a part for a woman, a beautiful woman, whatever it might be, it's gonna be a light skin. or whatever, and that's just a history. I'm not saying this is the way it is in 2025, but it still is gonna be happening. A lot of things, that injustice, things bad like that, are not gonna just go away because of the year and the times. It still does happen. So black women do feel a way, or feel like they are pushed aside. They are last on the list every time something is happening because they are black, they're dark skinned. It's just what it is. It's been like that. You have to understand that. So, and if you notice, because the first thing I got a comment before I even seen this episode. All of a sudden, I get a comment. Oh, why is Mia choosing race? I'm like, what's going on? So I didn't get to watch it because I had to work today until later on. I was like, okay, they meant this scene. My thing is this: you guys are immediately saying, why is she saying race? First of all, there were a lot of people there that he did not vibe with. And I even understood, and I'm gonna be transparent, why he chose Maya, because she had an island, all these things. To me, the first choice, I was no, of course, to me, obviously I wasn't happy with it, but I understood. Let me be clear. I understood why, right? But the part that I didn't understand, why is it not showing? Can you not see? Where is it? Okay, maybe because of the color. Okay, there you go. The part that I did not understand was after that. You made a choice of choosing Maya because, of course, obviously she won an island, all these things, and she's strong compared to what I get it, right? But then we chose 526 and 82. It didn't make any sense. But you knew those three. And even if you let me say this, maybe you didn't know. I don't know, right? Because I didn't really see a lot of interaction between the three of them together, except for that one thing. I'm pretty sure they had more than that, but as far as we saw on camera. But as far as you chose three black women, let's go to the comments of people that were in the back. One of the guys, he was white. He said, "Oh wow, this is gonna make him. He gonna look bad on this." Immediately, it wasn't a black person. This is before they even went to the camera shot of Maya saying, because we're always chosen last or whatever. And I understood what Queen said. I get it. The first thing I think was, okay, I don't know what number that was. She was Caucasian. She said, well, I don't think that was it. Well, to me, on this type of topic, don't jump up and respond. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew nobody, whether Queen or I don't know what the other girl's name, that said, you don't know what is in that man's mind. I'm not saying that he feels this way as well. I'm trying to tell you guys that this is a common thing. Black women are the ones who get chosen last. If you have to understand, in reality television, I'm gonna break it down for y'all for real, for real. In reality television, black women are most of the time, if they're on reality TV show, and I know I've been covering this for a long time, plus I'm a fan of reality TV. You would have one black woman on the show. Okay. Not only that, one black woman, and most likely she's going to be nominated for eviction or elimination, whatever the category is. And back then, it wouldn't allow reality shows, so I'll say elimination or whatever. Or if she's on a real world, whatever, they're going to betray her as somebody. Well, okay, hold on. Let me say it like this. So go too deep in the rabbit hole. They're eliminated first. They're just gone. Not worth. Oh, I don't want her on my team. She isn't going to add anything to my team. That kind of thing. And this has been going on for a long time, right? Everybody saw what happened to Taylor on Big Brother. I covered it. I interviewed her. She was bullied in the house. She wasn't doing anything from being malicious or aggressive. She actually was the opposite of that. She was like, a pageant girl. She literally grew up and she was a pageant girl. So that pageant girl attitude is smiling, happiness, sunshine and things. And she gave that the entire season. She did. She gave that the entire season. But yet and still, Taylor was literally bullied the entire season. I covered it. I interviewed her. The interviews on my channel on YouTube. It didn't matter what she did. So I knew no matter how gullible you might want to think that no, it's not about the race. Unfortunately, it is about the race. Not wanting to see three black women. I could take it as far as that is you don't want to see these guys at the end. We can take it as far as the scene I'm gonna talk about with the Dino thing. I mean, I don't know if it's about race on that one, but I'm just trying to break it down and say that black women are chosen last. My whole life, it's been that way. And I grew up in the military where I was necessarily in the regular population. I was all overseas and everything. And to be honest, even though I was a black girl growing in the military, it was an atypical lifestyle where I wasn't always a minority. A lot of different races when you're in the military. But when I got to the States, to be honest, that's when things for me changed, where I realized I really didn't know what was happening. First of all, guys, take a few moments. There's a Cash App QR code on the left of your screen. If you don't mind donating to this queen, okay, hit that Cash App for me. No amount is too small. I'm gonna be honest with you about that. And I even have my Cash App on the bottom if that QR code doesn't work. This is a new thing I'm trying to QR code. So let me know if it works or doesn't work. So when I continue to use it if it doesn't. So let me know in the chat. Okay. Um, I know people did not want to necessarily talk about this topic and it was feeling it was too touchy. But I had to get into this topic because again, Mia said what she said, and it resonated in me because it's not a lie what she said. And Akira could have chosen Mia first and could have chosen anybody after that. But he decided to choose two more black women. I don't know why. He said his least. There was a lot of people there, apparently. To me, I feel like I'm be honest with you. Akira, the only one that he really wants to see win is his best friend, right? He made that clear even after this. That's why the question may have been there. If you actually think about it, see, if you come on my channel, you'll know that I break things down. I love to break it down, right? And so I thought about it because I didn't necessarily want to say kind of what Queen was saying. Maybe it's not about race at this time. He's just talking about whatever, eliminating da da da. But again, the question is there because you know what I'm saying? Like you could have chosen anybody because in reality, they all said you really only cared about your best friend and getting rid of the brothers. And I feel like getting rid of the brothers for him was a stepping stone. He knew. And the way he did it, all loud, not only loud as in volume, please follow me. He did it so loud for it was like deafening to the ear. You couldn't help but hear it. You got rid of the two guys that the game was calling so this and so that because they were. But the difference with the two guys, the brothers, and you just did yours more quietly, more strategically, and you're very smart. Not saying the brothers are not, because I don't want it to go like that. But I'm just saying, because the brother was just in your face, it would have with them. But for you just did quietly behind everybody's back. But you still was doing it. When I say I've been watching reality TV and recapping it for years, it really is my life. Kinda. So when I see a strategic person move, Akira is that person. He was very strategic. Why do you think he kept stepping up? Did you notice that? Even though people were choosing and everything else, some people had to be coerced. Akira was eating that power. He was ready for the power. He was not afraid of it. He wanted it badly. He did. It wasn't until it was a my person. Then it was like, oh, Akira is not for me. Akira was not for them when he first chose these three. And I'm gonna say that again. When he chose the total three, if you would have chose Maya and chose other people, I would have said no. I would have understood it. A smart person, you're on TV. People in the crowd were saying that this decision is gonna have some ramifications. What do you think the public is saying? I'm getting stuff in the chat on my interview with her immediately. Why is she choosing race? I'm like, what's going on? But people was looking at that and people have split point of view. So for me, watching me, I want to give all points of view, my opinion, of course. And you take it how you want to take it. Okay. I feel like he should have chose two other people. Period. Sorry. There's my decision on that. You know, I'm not saying the guy is bad or anything like that. I'm about to take that. I'm just giving my opinion on the situation, how it looked, how the narrative looked. It did not look great. Okay. Now my next thing I want to talk about, why was everybody so scared of responsibility? Everybody. Like, bro, everybody was so scared to be the captain. 539 show. It's the 539 show. Because literally, that is what it was. Let's talk about 865. Okay? 865 is one of the people that stood up, said they want to be a captain. They all got behind her. For the last two decided to go over there. It was like Kismic, right? Things were like, okay, got it. 865, of course, she chose Akira and Akira's best friend. And there was a mystery number that we didn't know who it was that was going to be a part of the elimination. Child, what did it look like? 865. I say you got to be kidding me. The thing about 865, no matter what decision she would have made or what decision the crowd would have made, she was going to Chris. It didn't matter. To me, I was like, bro, what is behind this show? I gotta know. This is crazy. So let's talk about Dean going around asking people to step it up. And there's a reason that we're going here. Dean, to me, is, I'm looking at it with the Akira situation. Now, a lot of these things, I want you guys to understand. Strategies, gameplay is still Survivor. It is surviving. Self-preservation, you're supposed to. I want to make sure I preface it by saying that. I give my opinion, I give my recaps of what happened. But we got to get the real. Okay? Then you go around asking everybody, you going to step it up? JC, you going to be the captain? Captain JC? I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, Dean say, somebody be the captain, because I don't want to do it. Dean looked like this here. I'm going to tell you guys how Dean looked. Hey, let me take a sip of my drink. Hold on. Dean said, let me tell y'all something. I gave up a lot of money that I could have taken and went home. So every time I'm up, y'all better be behind me. But you see how humans are. Do you not see? I think that Dean lost trust, not because of the action, but the action after sacrificing and not taking the money. The way he moved after the fact put a bad taste in some people's mouths, in my opinion. But one thing I will say, Dean asking literally, and the way he came off, it didn't come off too good. Like he was like, "You going some?" And then when you said, "Are you going to step it up?" First of all, let me say this: if you tell somebody, if you come to somebody and say, "Are you going to step it up?" First of all, that would literally piss me off. What do you mean? Am I going to step it up? Are you trying to say that you did? I'm not. What's the problem? It's negative. It's not like a positive, like motivational. It's real, like calling you out simple situation. Like I did. I sacrificed a lot of money. Who gonna step up and be captain? Ain't from BT though. Okay. Period. You don't say y'all can kick. I'm not doing it. Okay. I felt like everybody was scared and a little bit on the weak side because to me, you guys was, especially that last round, you guys was scared to be a captain. But baby, let me tell you something. When Miss came on and gave the scenario, hold on. So Queen said, I figured it out. Wait a minute. Hold on. Dean said, I figured it out. I'm sorry. Queen said, I figured it out. And when Queen said that, wait a minute. Who else in this? Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so Tawana, 8:30. I respected her game the entire time. She played very genuine, but also strategic, but not too much. You understand what I'm saying? But when Queen said she figured it out, she knew what Dean was doing. She knew Dean was trying to be funny. Like, bro, why in the world are you asking everybody to step it up? But as soon as I'm saying again, as wait a minute. Hang on, y'all. Let me see who is this. Hold on, y'all. Just a second. Um, Interesting. Let's somebody just message me. I'm sorry, I'm getting a message about these games. Y'all have to hold on. Okay. So Tawana to me, I'm sorry, Queen figured things out because she caught how Dean was doing that. You know, I love the way Queen, Tawana, Jazz, that whole bond to me, that was a bond. That was really tight. Okay. Um, so I wasn't really for sure what Tawana called when they had opportunity, right? Like when Jeff said, or I'm sorry, Mr. Beast said tracks, and he Tawana chose Queen. Now I don't understand why. Because she said I thought my gut's gonna be okay. I was like, you know what, okay. But I just didn't get it. I would have chosen anybody that I thought that I wanted to keep in for any of that. Right? I wish you would chose Dean name first. I'm gonna be honest with you about that. But I don't think it would have mattered to be fair, the way it was set up. Dean, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little irritated. Dean deliberately chose Jazz because he knows another black woman that was cool with, and thinking if I have her up here with me on the track, then I won't go home because she's gonna make sure I'm not. I mean, that Tawana's gonna go home. And the part I didn't really like, that first of all, Tawana has a mini now. She's good, and everybody that's left, they're good. And I forgot the other guy they chose, so it was like two on each track. The part I didn't like what Dean did because Dean, and even when he was trying to backtrack, just say that when they was asking Dean, he was like, "Oh, I just chose Jazz because I thought that we were all cool, but I didn't know we were cool." What you're saying is you thought you were cool with Tawana, and you chose one of her people she cool with to make sure you stay. And even people around them were saying he chose her as like a shield so he can still stay in the game. And people who was on the other side felt the same way. They are looking at Dean funny this entire time. Like it didn't make any sense to me. What I'll say is, it's in a cliffhanger. I don't know which one's going to choose. I don't know. I mean, this is a mess. This is brutal. The train hitting the dummies and they being limited. It's a mess. 539 got rid of the whole car to keep his best friend in the game and end up getting leave anyway. So Maya, you was correct. This was a lot in this episode. Let me just say that this was a lot in this episode. I will say that. Still working on interviews, of course, all the way up until next month for Beast Games. I will keep you guys posted. I will keep you guys in the know, all the things. But this episode was super draining, good and bad. Y'all hit that cash app for your girl. Do me a favor, hit that cash app. No amount is too small. No amount is too small. Okay. Hit the cash app. All right. With that being said, this is Kamisha Reviews. One thing I want you guys to know and that nothing that will never change about this. I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it.